Hey everyone, welcome to the Bowtie Breakdown. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about the closing costs in a real estate transaction. Who's responsible, what they cover, and the misconceptions surrounding them. Generally speaking, your closing costs include title insurance, attorney fees, appraisals. The most common misconception that I come across from consumers is the phrase, I want the seller to pay my closing costs. Technically, that's not how it works. Let me explain. Here's what really happens. The buyer is actually responsible for those closing costs. There's a number of different ways that the borrower can take care of those, and in fact, some ways you can get pretty creative. Obviously, the first one would be to pay for the closing costs out of pocket. The seller, in fact, does not pay the closing costs. It is a buyer's responsibility. You can get pretty creative as how you take care of it, but just remember, you're responsible. I want to refer to that phrase, I want the seller to pay. Let's flip it around. Buyers, if that was your home and somebody came forward and said, I want to buy your house, but I want you to pay me $5,000 so I can take care of the bill to actually do the paperwork and close. You'd probably look at them like they have three heads. Like, I'm not coming out of my pocket to pay you to buy my property. No. There's some pretty creative ways that the buyer can do this. One of them is rolling it into the loan. For example, if the house that you're looking for is $200,000 and you want to ask for the closing costs, your offer might read something to the effect of $200,000 subject to the seller contributing up to $5,000 towards closing costs, prepaids, escrows, and or points. Hopefully that clarifies the old misconception of I want the seller to pay my closing costs, because it actually does not work that way. As a buyer, you're the one that's responsible for it. Whether you pay it out of pocket or roll it into your loan depends on you. That was another Bowtie Breakdown. I'm Garry Morin. Thanks for watching. See you next week.